Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the weekly energies for the 29th of April up until Sunday the 5th of May. And now another month, going very quickly. Now I'm going to go into the overall energy to start with, then go into the individual days, which I will timestamp at the bottom, so you can come back to this reading multiple times during the week. And the timestamps are going to be there for your ease. Then, as always, I'm going to read a chapter from this Way Forward book, which gives us an overarching positive message how we can flow with the week. So I've already pre-shuffled my cards, guys, and I'm going to use my energy oracle deck first just to get into the general energy. I have shuffled, as I say, so I'm just going to pull some random cards, see what we have. A woman holding a heart. What else do we have? Second chakra, more feminine energy. Interesting. What else do we have? Walking away. Angel of love. And this came out last week too, storm warning. Now, blossom in abundance is at the bottom. So I'll take that too. Okay. This is, to me, I think this is going to be the predominant energy that we're working with. We are in that Uranian energy. We had that conjunction, which just means two planets coming together and taking on each other's energy. That was a big, rare aspect a week ago. And we're still working with the aftermath of this. So things are coming in unexpectedly. Things that to do with relationships, things to do with money, finance, because we're in Taurus season, and Uranus and Jupiter are in Taurus season. Are in Taurus. So we're working very closely with this Taurus energy, which is Venus, our heart, our self-worth, our value. Looking at relationships that are not aligning anymore, but these might be coming in unexpected ways, and that's how the universe works. So it's wanting us to walk away from something because it's complete, it's done. Again, going into that more Venusian energy of love, which is opening you up unexpectedly, and it might not feel like this at the time, but it's to blossom in abundance. There's something higher waiting for you to be created. It's funny, the first cards, well, all these cards actually are very feminine. We've got a woman here, obviously a woman here, Archangel Ariel, the woman of love, the angel of love, a woman walking away. Now, this is not gender specific. This is just healing some old feminine wounds. This is where the universe is coming in, or has already came in, to wrap up an old cycle. The number on this card is 10. So whether you've been going through this, which I think a lot of us already have as a collective, and we're finally getting the courage to move forward and walk away. Now, on Monday the 29th, we have a personal planet of Venus. She's entering her home sign of Taurus. So there's that nod to the Taurian Venusian energy of self-worth. So it says avoid intense discussions over the next couple of days, the beginning of this week. And sometimes I think you've got to go with this energy. You've got to look at what's triggering you to figure out where there's still healing needed. Remember, this is all to do with your abundance, your blossom in abundance. But it might be a little bit uncomfortable, guys. Again, still hitting that energy this week. But I feel like this is more of a Venusian feminine energy, where I feel last week was more a masculine wound. This could be a more feminine wound this week. So let's see, and let's dig a little bit deeper into this energy. I'm going to pop that at the top, actually, just to remind us of the overall general energies. So I'm going to go into the individual days now, and I'm going to start with Monday the 29th. So Monday the 29th, just time stamping them, guys. Monday the 29th, what do we have? I'm going to go back into my energy deck. What do we have Monday the 29th? Monday the 29th, we have Daughter Spirit on Monday the 29th. Now this is trusting in your intuition. There's a higher reason coming in for this. As I say, it's almost as if adjustments are needed, and it's coming in unexpected ways. This is all divinely intervention. Divine interventions is what I want to say. But it's opening a door to some kind of peace, inner peace. So it might not look like it on Monday, but trust in the universe, in your higher self, that peace is trying to knock at the door and open up and set yourself free from something. The number on this card is 3 and 2, which is 5. 5s are about completion. So I'm going to clarify with my tarot deck now. At the bottom of the deck, guys, I had noticed that we have care and connection. So still that coming in, care and connection to get your attention. Again, this could be with other people, but this is also to try and get you to understand something about yourself. So Monday, daughter spirit, you're holding yourself back from something. There's a new beginning coming in, but you're holding yourself back mentally. You're keeping yourself trapped. And this is where this storm warning and the universe is trying to get your attention. Let's see what else we have. Some old fears. This is the moon. We've just had that big Scorpio moon on the 23rd, 24th of April. Now, even though that's waning, it brought up something deep, hidden, secrets, things within you, some old wounds. We're still working with this Chiron energy, our self-identity wounds, right up until, I'd say, about the middle of May. So some identity wounds, some fears that want to be brought to the surface. The moon illuminates them. Certainly that full moon in Scorpio will have illuminated some kind of triggers. Let's see what else goes for Monday. Yes, it's something to do with your stability, where you feel safe, who you feel safe with. This card is Aries and Venus. Again, that Venusian masculine, feminine energy, that love, that bonding with others, care and connections. And this is wanting to set you free, to bring in some kind of stability, some kind of blossoming abundance in connections, but bringing in a solid foundation so that it can grow in a healthy way, rather than moving forward with some unfinished business, I want to say. Now, this is fire, it's passion. It doesn't necessarily have to be in a romantic setting. It could be to do with any kind of relationship, but it's also a career too. If we're holding ourselves back, it could come in and the universe could shake things up a little bit. Okay, interesting. Now, what do we have for, I'm just writing this down. What do we have for Tuesday? Tuesday the 30th. What do we have for Tuesday the 30th? Anxiety. So this is that being in your head. We were in the head on Monday, but it's trying to get your attention to break you free from something. Now, this week, 2 personal planets are shifting, so it's a big deal. It's affecting us personally. Now, these 2 planets are, can't write this, Venus and Mars, the masculine, the feminine, the yin, the yang. And remember, we hold this energy, so there's some kind of masculine fears here that's holding the feminine back, that's holding you back from something. Let's find out what that might be. I'll go into my tarot. Communication, air. This is the Knight of Swords. This is a fast communication coming in. Some of you could be in that mental confusion where your mind is working overtime. Now, the moon is in Aquarius on Tuesday, so that fits perfectly to this card, where you can be in your head about something, about disconnecting emotionally. We're more in our head than we are in our heart. And this is causing it can cause some kind of angst. Now, this could be also messages coming in quickly that's putting you in a bit of an anxious state. But it's trying to shake you up for something, for you to see something from a different perspective. Let's have a look at what else we have. Justice. There's divine justice. This is Libra energy. Libra energy is all about our communication, our connections with others, to do with, I want to say also about divine justice, karmic justice. This is the karmic balance coming in here. We've been in that eclipse energy and we're still in it. We will be for the next couple of months, but it's still pretty strong. So just because it was a couple of weeks ago, don't dismiss the intensity of this karmic justice coming into our relationships. And this is where, coupled with all of the other astrology, this is where that uncomfortableness lies. But where the uncomfortableness is, if that's a word, If where the uncomfortable is, that's where the wounds are. Let's pull another card for Tuesday. Yes, it's happy families, it's home, children, family, wish fulfillment. But there's something wanting to align you to this. So it might be some old fears from childhood, might be some old trauma from childhood that's come and got your attention right now. Something that was hidden very deep is coming up to be karmic balance. And some of you might be seeing this also. I'm going to pull another one for Tuesday because this is a big energy. Action. There's that page of wands. This is that new energy in Aries. This is moving forward with a passion, with a mature masculine energy. It's a new beginning, which I love to say. It's pushing you in the right direction, and that's great energy to have. The only thing I want to say with this Mars and in Aries for the next few weeks is just watch out for any burnout. You're going to get more action, more motivation, more desires, more passions, more creative energy here, more fire. But just be mindful of the opposite side to this story is that you can burn out because you have got a lot of energy. So try and get that balance right, especially in the mind, and take away that. Remember, we've held a lot of this control, masculine energy. It wants us to go into the feminine here this week. So let's have a look then what we have for Wednesday. Now, this is the 1st of May, Wednesday. Let's have a look. What do we have? We have the 7th chakra. This is Archangel Uriel. This is our higher mind, our higher wisdom, our higher understanding. She holds, I don't know what book it is, but to me it's like the Akashic Records. The Akashic Records is about where your soul has been in this lifetime and any other, if that's what you want to believe. But it's everything that we have done and learnt. There might be some Akashic Record soul clearing at this time. Bit of a weird message, but that's what I'm getting. Now, on Wednesday, the 1st of May, we have an awkward aspect from Pluto to Venus. So when Pluto's involved, this can be intense because it wants to bring something from the depth up to the surface to be cleared, transformed. This is where I feel like you could be getting set free from some old karmic ancestral energy. Excuse me. On Wednesday. 4 and 1 on this card is 5. Again, freedom. 5 is freedom in numerology. What tarot go with Wednesday's energy? Yeah. Walking away from old emotions that no longer serve you, that have been involved in this eclipse energy. It's the only card in tarot with the moon and the sun. It's eclipsing. This is Saturn in Pisces. So you've learned a harsh lesson with Saturn. He's the taskmaster, as I always call him. He teaches you hard lessons through our emotions, through connections. But it's where we learn the biggest lessons. And he's moving on, this guy in this card. And if you look at, he's got the red cloak on, the root chakra. That's the masculine. He's moving on from something. And that's what you needed to do. What else do we have for Wednesday? Yeah, there's the Queen of Cups again. More feminine energy is wanting us to go into the feelers. So if we look at these two cards together, we have the 8. So he's walking away. 8 of Cups. He's done. All the lessons have been learnt. All the emotions, they don't serve him anymore. So he's now going in search for another cup that's missing here. This is and the 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment. There's the Queen holding the 9th cup. There's the Queen, the receptive energy, the creative feminine energy, the nurturing energy. This represents Cancer, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It's highly intuitive. Again, we started off the week with that daughter spirit, where it's wanting you to trust the more feminine part of you. It's wanting to trust that feminine creativity and your heart this week. So this is where you've got to go into. It's walking away, the masculines are walking away into the arms of the feminine for some comfort, for some self-love, self-care. And if that's literal, take that what resonates. But this is where we have to give this to ourselves, even if we're alone right now. Because there's that new beginning. There's that Ace of Wands, nurturing yourself. seeking out nurture and nature and all these beautiful feminine energies, the abundance of life. But we've got to believe that we are worthy of them. Interesting energy, guys, especially with Mars just entering its home sign of Aries. And this is a brand new masculine, action-orientated, passion-driven energy. Beautiful, but coming from a place of healed self, coming from a place of compassion and wisdom. So we now go to Thursday. Thursday, it's the 2nd of May. And just bear with me, guys. 2nd of May, what do we have? Attachments. There's 5 again. If you read through the days, guys, 5 has been coming up. 5 is about freedom. We're freeing ourselves from an old shadow element. If you look at the darkness on here, very much Plutonian energy, and we've been sitting with that energy this week too. Pluto, bring things up that we need to set ourselves free from. Again, if you've already been doing this work, you might see rewards from it. You might see the light. She's took a mask off. There's something she needed to see. A hand is still chained to this post. Let's see what the tarot have to say for this. Internal. This is an internal job. This is the Hermit. This is where you go inside and you figure out that wisdom, the knowledge, to the lessons, to these attachments, to these behaviours, where we can shine a light. We can gain so much wisdom. And this is what the Hermit is. He is the sage. Let me pull another card for that. So it might be an internal job on Thursday that we're needing to go in and do a bit more work. Yeah, there's Scorpio. This is Pluto energy, transforming. Now, transformation is a word that's used a lot in tarot, in spiritual community. And it's overlooked because it's one of the hardest things to do. When you're in it, it's uncomfortable. But that's where the growth is. There's a part of you that's died. There's a part of you that an old identity that wants to be released. Some of you might be hanging on to it. Remember, we're looking at attachments today. We're setting ourselves free from some old attachments. What else do we have with that? The Queen of Wands. And this is how we're going to do it. We're going to go into the feminine passion. We're going to go into the feminine intuition. We're going to go into the feminine courage, strength. Be bold. Light your fire again. A Kundalini energy. Finding the strength, the boldness. I love the energy of the Queen of Wands. Pushing forward. She's beautiful. She's sexy. She's courageous. She is fearless. And this is so apt with Mars just entering Aries. And Venus in her sign of Taurus. They feel very comfortable because they both rule these houses. These zodiac signs. Mars rules Aries and Venus rules Taurus. So they feel very at home, the masculine and feminine right now. And I believe the masculine and feminine have been going through some huge transformations together. So that's going to come up as connections that we love. Now we're going to go into Friday. Friday is the 3rd of May. Now the moon is in Pisces, so it's an emotional, sensitive kind of energy. But also Mars is having an aspect to Pluto, but it's a positive aspect. So it's a good day to take action on projects. So let's see what the energy cards have to say. And this might be daughter romance. This could be opening your heart and being vulnerable. You can see on this card, it's very root chakra energy. It's very masculine energy where you've been guarding yourself. And then when you guard your heart, from many, many different reasons, all pain, trauma, experiences, we not just block it out from other people, we block it from ourselves. So this is where you've had to learn self-love, self-value. This is where you are opening up to a creative spark, to a new opportunity, to a new romance, to a new relationship, whether that be partners, family, work, whatever that might be. You're finding some kind of higher understanding and open yourself up and being a little bit more vulnerable. The number on this card is 33. That's Christ consciousness. That's the higher expression of love. So let's see what goes with that on Friday. 6 of Swords. Love to see this. So Swords again is mental energy. 6s are about balance and harmony. So this is bringing some balance and harmony to your mind. You're moving out of choppy seas and you're feeling more safe within a new relationship, within a new energy of life. We've got Mars in Aries now, action, moving forward. We've got Venus in Taurus, loving herself, knowing her worth, knowing her value. This is beautiful. What else do we have for Friday? The Page of Cups. I'm going to pull another one for that. And there she is. There's the Empress, which is Venus. There's the symbol of Venus. This is the archetype of Mary, Mother Mary, that inner creative fertility within you, the feminine at her finest. You've pushed through some old, immature emotions, and a new emotional energy is coming in, a cup of love, an offer. But some of you just still have some attachments on Friday. But this is saying, take action. Go with it. It's whatever it is, it's going to open up to creation. She's the mother of life, is the creative energy of life. We also pulled this energy, the second chakra. This is where we create from, feminine energy. Okay. And then we go on to Saturday. Saturday the 4th. Excuse me, guys. Saturday the 4th. Moon's still in Aries and it's rest and rejuvenation on Saturday. So this has been a big, heavy cycle. This has been, eclipse energy is brought in tumultuous relationships. And in astrology, a few astrology people are saying that the first, up until the end of April, was one of the most intense periods of this year. And then after that, things are going to start slowing down. So after all of these things have come into the storm warnings, the conflicts, the triggers, the sudden shocks, we needed some rest. And we've got to honour this as a cycle. So this card is 1 and 9, which is 10. So there's another completion. And after every transformation, a completion of a transformation, we are needing to honour the void, the rest, the rejuvenation, ready for the next chapter to come in, ready for the next cycle to come in, because we're always healing. But this has been an extremely big cycle that we're letting go of right now. Or we have let go of. So Saturday, what does the energy want to say? Victorious energy. This is a mental energy. This is bringing in the new beginning. Remember, it's a gifted from God. The aces are a gift from God. And this is a completion, but it's being victorious within your mind. And this is where we needed to rest now. Rest from the drama. Yeah. Rest from the drama. So the Page of Swords is that energy of gossip. It's the energy of immature thoughts repeating on us all the time, where we've been stuck in the trauma. And then we have the 6, 7 of Cups. And this is a confusing energy. It's a confusing emotional energy. Now, when we put emotional confusion and mental confusion together, it's not a good energy to be in. But we're getting clarity on this. And now Mercury's moving forward. That means things might be coming back and they're being transformed. So you're thinking about them differently. You're no longer in this confusing energy, this fearful energy. Moon's still in Aries, so we're still having that fiery aspect to our emotions, which can cause a little bit of reactive energy. But if this is a victorious energy for me on Saturday, and if any of you are coming up with challenges from others, from words, from thoughts, this is where this rest might come in on Saturday. Knowing that you have got victory, you are victorious in whatever this situation might be. Now this card here is It's Venus in Scorpio energy. So there's that Scorpio again, digging into your shadow. There's a man here in the shadow. Venus is the cups of love. And it's wanting for you to have looked through and rest through all of these storms that have been coming in, these conflicts, this challenging energy that we've been in. Everybody, I feel, has been in one way, shape or form. It's going to affect people differently depending on where the planets are in your natal chart. But it's been a heavy energy, guys. Honour yourself. Now we have on Sunday. We have, I'm just writing the timestamp down. Sunday, the 5th of May, Goddess of the Moon. This is, again, that feminine energy, trusting your intuition. Gaining some wisdom, standing in the power and creating something on Sunday. Let's see what the tarot have to say. This is where the Wheel of Fortune's coming in, Jupiter. So again, mentioning a little bit about the astrology, the Uranus and Jupiter conjunction that we had, that come in and brought this kind of energy, this sudden storm warning, the sudden things that you needed to see to the surface, whether that's internal or external. It was all to do with this Jupiter wanting to expand and push you forward in a different direction. But they have to do it in a way that you pay attention, and that can be a little bit challenging at times. This is where we have to walk away from some old beliefs and some thought patterns, situations that no longer match where you're going. Because where you're going is abundant. It's abundant. It's a higher path. You're creating something from love with a new foundation. So that's Sunday's energy. What else do we have with this? Wow, look at this, guys. You can't write this. This sums the week up. So we have the Two of Cups, which is a soul connection between your masculine and your feminine. It comes in through connections, our soul tribe, the people around us, to heal. He's the healing symbol. But we've got the 10. 10's about completion. You've ended a big cycle, and this is how it's had to get your attention. But you've trusted, you've gained some kind of enlightenment, you've gained some kind of wisdom that you can use now, and you won't go through the same cycle again. Wowzers. What's at the bottom of the deck, just out of interest? 10 of Wands. Drop in, again, another 10. Drop in the heavy burdens that Saturn and Libra, this is what this energy is, the 3 of Swords, have brought in. You've had to learn the lesson through relationship dynamics. Saturn in Libra is learning lessons the hard way, and that's when you found that cup, the holy grail within you, the wisdom, the more mature masculine, the more mature feminine. Beautiful. Now I'm going to pull no, I'm not. I'm going to read from this book here, guys. The Way Forward, as I always do. It's just a little chapter, how we can get some clarity and connection from it. Let's have a look. So this says, the way you impulsively react shows how you coped or defended yourself in the past. If you are stuck in a defensive mode, your mind will view things through the fearful lens of survival, that wounded masculine. The key to arriving in the present and breaking with the past is to slow down. This is that energy here. Slow down, breathe, think, then act. And this is where I feel we've all been doing the work, where we've all been triggered to heal some of those wounded masculine energies. But this week it wants you to go into the feminine, to be open to receive, to know your worth and your value. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Take good care.